Are you that person that feels like you cannot do something because you are average? That being consistent takes a special type of person? I'm here to tell you that's simply not true. As someone who has been consistent in the gym, motherhood, and baking for over 6 years, here are 5 reasons why you can be average and consistent and how you can start today. Consistency is not about intelligence. Showing up to your task is not about being smart, it's about making a commitment. And it should be a pre-planned commitment that you want to show up for. I'm going to get into further detail in the next segment about how to choose that activity or goal to make it easier to be consistent. But you must be disciplined. Consistency is a skill that you cultivate over time and show up for even when you don't feel like it. Personally, I have never finished college, and I have been able to build a strong discipline and consistency in my life, and I would credit this to the gym. The gym has given me a sense of belonging. Also, the realization that if you are not consistent in showing up to practice, that you will not be any closer to your goals. Growing muscle takes time. It is essential for me to show up to the gym 5 times a week if I want to make a small increment of change. I have accepted that, and now I can implement consistency in the gym because I understand those things. Which brings me into finding an activity or goal that you want to stick to for a long period of time so you can actually get good at it. You want to go into this activity or goal with the mindset that you don't expect any guarantees from it. The only thing you will want to do is be 1% better every time that you show up to practice for this goal. Through this method, you will learn discipline. You will learn the act of showing up each time and not seeing a big change, but still keeping the ball rolling, still taking actionable steps, and still being on track with that goal in terms of presetting your schedule and presetting the activities that you have to do for that goal. Personally, my goal was to build muscle in the span of 5 years, and I knew that I would be able to do it through the gym. Weight training and eating accordingly to grow muscle and not seeing results right away is difficult, but I knew that if I can stick to it long enough, I would be able to see results. And if you're doing everything in your power to become better at that task or goal, you will soon enough see something at the end of the tunnel that's going to keep the ball rolling for you to get to that level too. Consistency is not about having money or resources. Most times we feel like we need equipment or resources, connections to start something. But usually everything is free online nowadays. Knowledge, resources, and even the equipment, because if you are trying to start something online, you have your phone right at your hand. For example, if you were trying to become a content creator and you feel like you need all the equipment to start right away, my answer to you would be that you have an expensive phone with a great camera and a great microphone system in that as well. Begin filming yourself and become better at speaking in the camera, which is the most important skill when it comes to content creation. Those influencers that you see online, it was not an overnight success. They have put time and effort into their brand, and it's simply not luck. They are consistent with learning, pivoting, and redesigning their plan as they grow. And this is all free online because personally, I have been learning content creation for almost a year, and I have done it absolutely free online using other content creators as influence, as guidance, and it's been doable. Which brings me into another thing that is simply free, and it's that consistency is about commitment and follow through. Being able to set a goal, take actionable steps, and show up for practice. Knowing that some days you might do less, some days you might do more, and that is okay. As long as you show up with the intention to grow. It's about building a self-reliance relationship. Knowing that you have made commitments to yourself to do something and that you are going to show up and take a small step every time towards that goal. That is what consistency is about. In between consistency and success, there will be friction that you will have to overcome. But if you need more insight about consistency and how to overcome that friction, go watch my video Inside the Consistency Mind Part 1, where I go in depth on the thinking patterns of someone who is consistent with their goals. I'll see you there.